top of the news, it's celebrity gossip time, and I see that my old soulmate, Steve Wright, love your afternoon show, Steve, great stuff there. He's appeared in the papers this week saying that he's being bombarded with horny messages from steamy, sexy girl fans on his fax machine. Well, nothing new about that, I have to say there, Steve. Been having that for years myself. Been getting fax messages myself since 1972 on the machine in the office, and I have to say that Steve nicks a lot of his ideas off me. Also, I have to say here that Steve was interviewed about this, and he said, well, my pals Clint Eastwood and Jack Nicholson say they get the same problems, so why don't think I'll let that get to me? Well, I got a feeling about that, Steve, that actually Steve's one of those guys, if you listen carefully, I wouldn't put it past him that when he has those guys on his program and he says they're there in the studio, what he's actually done is got a couple of guys in pretending to be Clint Eastwood and Jack Nicholson, and they're not actually the real people at all, okay? So it was true. Remember, you heard it here first. Wayne Carr, WC on the radio, your official Wonder station. And I see here also that in the news last week, boxing champion Lloyd Hunnigan was counting his costs last night after his 2-year-old son pragged his roller into the door of the garage. Well, the guy should know better than let a 2-year-old son into the car when he hasn't had any driving lessons. Come on, guys, get it sorted out. See also here in the celebrity gossip that Sean Connery has had an operation on his throat, which has meant that he can't speak for a month. Quite a lot of celebrities going down with this at the moment, I've noticed. I bumped into a couple last week. Elton John, Rod Stewart, Joe Collins, Michael Aspel, and Mike Reed. I said to all of them, hi, remember me? And they didn't say a word. I guess it's really sad that they're just not looking after themselves properly. Your letters to Wade's Mail, you better have Wolf. And it says, Dear Wade, went to see a play the other day called Lady Windermere's Fan. Yours, Tid Winspark. Well, funny enough, Tid, I just went the other day as well. Weird play, all right, isn't it? Funny clothes, no car chases. I couldn't get any of the jokes, didn't have a very well set up jokes there. And I couldn't work out actually which one of the guys was Lady Windermere's fan and what he thought was so great about her. Also, Tid, I have to say, did you notice that that show is a complete rip-off of Thunderbirds? For a start, the servant is called Parker, and he actually keeps saying, yes, milady. Whoever this Oscar Wilde guy is, come on, Oscar, wise up if you're listening. Get your act sorted out. And the newsy bits from the latest news and the local travel with the international journalist team. And it says here that church-state link must go. That's news there from David Jenkins. Mind you, what right has he got to comment on that sort of thing? I thought he was in prison at the moment for drugs trafficking. That's GLR Insolent Sport. And I see ANC splits are blamed for acts on Cape Talks. No idea what flavour they are, but must be pretty bad if they have that effect. 20 PC in jail for not paying fines. That's disgusting. How can they expect us to follow the law if the policemen are going to jail themselves for not paying the fines there? And what else we got here? Unions picked 34 firms for strike ballot. That sounds like a pretty major reduction. Not a big fan of ballot myself. The music just doesn't have enough of a groove for me. And all that poncing about, with Aaron Jumper stuffed down your tights to make your packet look a little bit impressive. I mean, come on, those guys got to be sausage jockeys, all right? And we're talking Ascendancy in Paddy. That was the final headline from last week. Ascendancy in Paddy. Weird, right? A kind of religious festival in a rice field. Mind you, I was talking to the great godbrother himself, our man of God in the BBC, the Reverend Roger Royal. Nobby, Nobby, come here, mate. You could do an impersonation of Roger Royal, can't you? You can impersonate him. Oh, God, give us your impersonation.
Yes, hello, Wade.
Many crawling and oily adjectives, ingratiating, sincere, smug and holy meetings. At the same time, it's almost a miracle. Thanks, Nobby. That was very good. Okay, and anyway, he's one of our godmen in the beam, and he said that the Feast of the Ascendancy is when Jesus went up into heaven. What a ridiculous thing to believe, really. Okay, I mean, that's just ridiculous, so outdated. I mean, personally, I believe that the power comes from within. That's what the man said to me when he sold me the white gown that I've got on and the Glacier video for just a couple of grand. It cost me. Great bargain. And trouble is, he didn't give me a map showing me exactly where I can find within.